exit by the dreaded Philadelphia Flyers. Time has not yet healed that wound for Dan Bylsma.
I don't feel like I've gotten over it just yet. Really disappointing, really gut-wrenching, and hasn't really left yet.
When you look at an overall criticism or critique, in your opinion, did your team get goal happy at the expense of your own defense?
Where our focus was, we got away from playing a tight game, playing a game where we didn't give up a lot of opportunities, and the difficult part was we were winning a lot of those games still. We didn't have to be comfortable in a tight game because we were winning games 8-4 and 6-4. And did we get goal happy? I think certainly we were looking for career best in some situations. We were able to score those goals, but we weren't comfortable playing defense.
And that carried into special teams. Their strength during the regular season. Well, in the playoffs, it was a huge weakness.
We didn't do the job. We came up short. We got affected mentally. The mental aspect of giving up one in game one, that was a tying goal. Giving up the first one in game two, that was a big goal for them, in addition to the shorthanded goals they got in game two. That mentally took a chunk out of our penalty kill.
And that ultimately took a chunk out of the profit sheet. More than anything, hockey is a bottom-line business, and after losing 3 consecutive playoff series to lower-seeded teams, the Penguins must consider some degree of change. And most of the focus is on the big three, down the middle, their centermen. The Penguins have $21.5 million in salary cap space tied up to Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and Jordan Staal. All of them will likely make more money in their next contracts.
I'm planning and pretending they're all going to be here come training camp for our team, and that's some of the other factors with the CBA, the salary cap, and trying to re-sign them and trying to renegotiate for future years. That's where Ray Shero comes in.
Shero knows that Staal has 1 year left and can become an unrestricted free agent if he wants. He might also want a bigger role and more money that might not be available under what is now an unknown cap figure.
He's 23 years old. He's a young kid. He certainly has improved every year. He really stepped it up again this year, goal-scoring wise. And I think he still thinks that's the case for him. I don't think he wants to be stuck in a checking type of role, because he has proven he can produce.
But because the team has not produced in the postseason, everything is under review. And for Bylsma, that includes himself.
Dan, you get a lot of credit for what happened in the regular season, another outstanding year, but if you are to get that credit, how much of the blame do you deserve for another early exit in the playoffs?
We weren't at our best, and that's where I think, as a coach and evaluation, I've evaluated myself and the coaching staff, and that's not an easy pill to stomach, but maybe why I haven't gotten over it just quite yet.
Finally tonight, to baseball, some pretty surprising